yo, shout out Pope DeOrio, bro. But yeah, nah, he said, yeah, I think I'll pass on that shit. I'm good in the current day.
Says, I don't. And the Last Wish replies, Josh shouldn't have leaked his seethen. And
Yo, even the next comment, wait, hold on. The next comment.
Muted replies, he what?
Exactly. I'm like, huh? I'm like, yo, ain't no fucking way. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Picture it didn't happen. Son, nah, bro, they gonna cook my dumb ass for that shit, bro. But yeah, nah, I'm sitting here like, did he actually do that shit? Or did they actually do that shit? Because I know fucking, well, actually, nah, Bowblax said they don't care about the pronouns, but like, because they're non-binary. But yeah, did they really do that shit? Because like, what the hell? For the bros, babes, and all the lovers of the drama slop. Sloppy! Y'all already know what it is. I know y'all saw the title and thumbnail. Yeah, we talking about a little bit of beef or drama stirring between, y'all already know. Shout out Pope St. Nicholas DeOrio. And Twitter versus has been Bowblax. I ain't gonna lie, some John apparently been stirring up, apparently Bowblax was gonna drop some new like vids or some jazz like that. And Nicholas DeOrio said, yeah, brother, hold out. It ain't really looking too hot, so you already know. Nick was on his case. Bobby, what, he about to come back with some John? Yeah, it ain't really looking too hot. Yeah, but we ain't gonna waste no more time because Trill talks everything. Trill yamps everything. And the video gonna do the talking, so let's get right into it. I ain't gonna lie. He been putting in the best work I've seen. Please share the love with Connor on Internet Versus. You already know. Internet Versus Bowblax and Nicholas DeOrio. Of course, you want to watch OG vid. Down description. First link. Go share the love. I'm not playing. I ain't gonna lie. Again, Connor putting in the work. I ain't gonna lie. He been doing the streams too. I remember he was doing the 24-hour streams and shit like that. Nah, he's cooking. This is what I like to call a real slop grind. Oh my god.
Disgraced YouTuber Bowblax has gotten into another feud on Twitter, this time with streamer Nicholas DeOrio. After Nick
Pope St. Nick DeOrio
pointed out some flaws with Bowblax's recent Twitter Versus upload, mainly the fact that it wasn't a Twitter Versus at all and was instead just a commentary video. Bowblax decided to fire back at Nick on Twitter, pointing out that he sees Nick as parasocially obsessed. And after Nick at one point brought up Mr. Miss Banshee's
I ain't gonna cap him. Bowblax, huh? Obsessed? Question mark. Especially on this John. Like, what are we saying? Like, within, like, what? Because of the commentary, Johns? Or are you saying he's parasocial because he's like, oh, like, you're so worried about me? Bobby, no one's worried. Trust.
Tesla, Manchi called him creepy. This accumulated to some of even Bobby's biggest supporters saying he just needs to shut up and stop engaging, which he's been told dozens of times but refuses to listen. Welcome to the Internet versus Bowblax and Nicholas DeOrio. It starts when Nick tweets out, Bowblax's new Twitter Versus is just a shitty commentary video where he hardly reads any tweets. The surprising part is that most of the comments aren't saying he sucks or making jokes at his expense. They are demanding he cover Carmelo Anthony. And
oh gosh, from that whole thing that went on, yeah, no, I'm not
attaches this picture of Twitter versus dumb fundraisers, and then a comment from Greg that says, oh, when's the video on the worst fundraiser that was Carmelo Anthony? I'm sure there's a video on that too, no? And Xenonuke says, there's one fundraiser missing, talking a big game, but won't talk about that one like a coward.
Interesting. He said, oh, is it looking hypocritical? I mean, not necessarily, because again, he is covering the fundraiser, John, but like, yo, if heads are pressing you to tell you to watch this, John, or whatever, to cover that jazz, Interesting. And
Deadly Nightshade says, I need to see the same energy over Carmelo getting a fundraiser. If there's not a problem funding murderers, there shouldn't be one to fund racists. I can tell by their story it's the same in his situation. And Chiricora says, I guess you talk about the blondie who said the N-word, talk about the POC who stabbed a white innocent kid and started money raising. And Ritzy Gold says, but the Carmelo Anthony GoFundMe is not dumb. Then Bowblax replies to one of these comments when he says, why would you assume I'm pro-murder? I didn't hear about that fundraiser. Also, lumping a violent crime into a video about mostly silly verbal stuff wouldn't work well. And Deadly Nightshade, the OP, replies, didn't say that anywhere. I'm pro no one getting special treatments because of their race. Either we all get it or we're all equally shit.
Exactly what I'm saying. That's what I say. The whole fucking, like, because I know the whole donation shit, especially going on with this Carmelo and then the other lady with the whole N-word shit. Like, they're saying this shit is starting a whole race war. This shit is just dumb. everybody on all of these ends need to be criticized. Clearly with the whole Carmelo shit, because duh, fucking took someone's life. We're gonna be seeing your ass later. And then obviously the woman shouldn't be saying fucking slurs. Like, everybody here is bad. There should be no fucking fundraisers for any of this bullshittery.
Tired of seeing the people causing all the shit crying victim. And Greg replies to Bowblax, cap. Absolutely cap. There's no universe you heard about Shiloh's fundraiser, but not Carmelo Anthony's.
Yeah, no, that's definitely false. Like, everyone has seen this shit. At least the Carmelo shit. I feel like most people have heard about this, John. Like, I've heard about this shit, but I'm just not talking about this shit because it's just dumb. Like, again, this is that whole shit where it's like, yo, especially on, like, Carmelo shit I was saying specifically, too. It's like, yo, I'm not even wasting time on how dumb that is. Like, yo, it's very clear he took another kid's life for a non-justifiable reason. Yeah, nah. Fucking fundraisers and bullshittery. And then, like I said, same thing with this Shiloh girl. Obviously, she didn't fucking take nobody's life. But, like, yo, we're doing dumb fundraisers for both these shits. And neither of them fucking deserve or need these shits. Like, what are we talking about?
Just say you don't think that fundraiser is dumb, but don't fucking lie like that. I reply by saying, the silly verbal stuff is calling a child the N-word and singing HH, by the way. Osteo Ferocious replies to Nick by saying, does it sound like he's trying to use a more feminine voice to you? And Nick replies, it's so subtle I didn't, but now I'm thinking you're right. And for context, here is a clip of the intro of the video attached.
So I feel like every year the IQ of Twitter overall has just been getting lower and lower and lower, to the point where people are now donating money to causes that
I mean, kind of. I can, like, it kind of sounds like a different usual tone than, like, when you see, like, the old Twitter versus videos from Bowblax, but, like, I don't know. It doesn't seem that different to me.
that don't really need money. These 3 fundraisers I'm going to talk about in this video seriously make crypto bros seem like financial geniuses.
Bunny replies to Nick's original post by saying, right? It's like 2 seconds of tweets and the rest is him trying to give his really shitty commentary on whatever situation he's reporting on. It's unwatchable. And Nick replies, proving me right every day. Bowblax also tweeted out this video with the caption, new video, with the old title that was Twitter's worst fundraisers and GoFundMe. And Adrian replies, on
Oh yeah, nah, Twitter's worst fundraisers and GoFundMe. Oh yeah, nah, bruh. He fucking intentionally left the goddamn Carmelo shit out of here because yeah, bruh, the Carmelo shit was most definitely primarily being covered by niggas on Twitter. So yeah, nah, he's fucking capping.
With the old title that was Twitter's worst fundraisers and GoFundMe. And Adrian replies, on my mother, nobody watching this. Trash says, mid-video, everyone watches Internet Versus now.
Stamped. Stamped. Shout out Connor. I ain't gonna lie. Internet Versus just better. That's tough. I ain't gonna lie. Bowblax, you should have posted more vids. That's tough shit. Shouldn't have got lazy.
Time to stop putting the dress on and start putting their fries in the bag. No wonder your parents don't love you, freak. God.
Damn, that's fucked up. Holy shit. Yeah, I ain't go that far. That's fucked up.
Damn, bro. Jin Rush says, no Twitter versus in the title. Immediately not watching because of that. L.
Yeah, that's fair.
Put the fries in the bag.
Yeah, that's the wrong Josh, man. You talk about Josh Block. He's the one that be getting triggered over that shit. And I ain't gonna lie. You niggas need to stop fucking going around fucking trying to find Josh Block, bro. I swear to God. Like, it is obviously Josh within obviously his Josh. Not this Josh being Boba. I'm talking about Josh Block. Stamping that in, but yeah. Josh Block, like, it's very clear you got a mental disability, whatever type of Johns. But he's still an adult at the end of the day, so of course he still has to take accountability for his actions. But yo, some of these bulls, y'all going out provoking him and all that shit. I swear, every time I see a vid about Josh Block, that shit be getting me triggered instantly. Like,
And then Bowblax responds to Nick's tweet by screenshotting it and captioning it. What's the shitty part of my video that you expected me to be mocked in the comments over, Nick? Is it when I shit on the mom who raised $700,000 for calling a 5-year-old child the N-word? Or the couple who started a fundraiser after posting anti-Semitic shit? And Renegotiate replies Bowblax. The entire reason that happened was blowback over the Carmelo Anthony fundraiser.
yep.
You'd think you'd understand blowback given it's your account name. And Nick screenshots this tweet and replies himself by saying, well, I was expecting more of the usual Internet Versus posts significantly more frequently with better topics and more relevant tweets.
True.
Stop giving your opinion. No one cares what you think. Just read the tweets. When will you sell your Tesla? And Muted replies, I miss 2023 when you, Augie, and Bowblax all were still friends. At least I think so. This is sad. And Nick
said old days type shit. Nick, not me. I don't. I fucking don't. yo, shout out Pope DeOrio, bro. But yeah, he said, yeah, I think I'll pass on that shit. I'm good in the current day.
says, I don't. And The Last Wish replies, Josh shouldn't have leaked his C then. And
Yo, even the next comment. Wait, hold on. Next comment.
Muted replies, he what?
Exactly. I'm like, huh? I'm like, yo, ain't no fucking way. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Picture it didn't happen. Nah, bro, they gonna cook my dumb ass for that shit, bro. But yeah, nah, I'm sitting here like, did he actually do that shit, or did they actually do that shit? Because I know fucking, well, actually, nah, Bowblax said they don't care about the pronouns, but like, because they're non-binary. But yeah, did they really do that shit? Because like, what the hell?
And the last wish says, he didn't know? He made an OF and a corn account here and got leaked because he's stupid. Peace says in our members only.
I didn't knew that shit because of the Mr. Miss Man She shit. I can't even talk about that. But like, I didn't know that there was an actual like cock leak shit. Like, god damn, what the fuck?
Made an OF and a corn account here and got leaked because he's stupid. Peace says in our members.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I definitely remember that part because that's when they found the whole the Miss Manshi Gmail shit within like his different Gmails. You know, when you like sign out of your shit.
Discord. I would say Bowblax has lost the plot.
Yeah, I would generally agree.
He destroyed his career, he destroyed everything he could have had, and now he's getting into beefs with old friends.
Being Pope DeOrio.
As the only video he makes that heavily underperforms worse than anyone expects, and the comments talk about a fund that is for a kid who killed someone. Little Froky says in our members only Discord, BLM Bowblax thinks people should have their lives ruined over calling a person a word and singing a song, but not for murdering another person.
Yep. It is looking stupid on that front, and that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, not that we're out here sitting here trying to get fucking Jared to be able to be the Bowblax, but I'm like, whatever. Like, sure, I guess you didn't see it. Nah, I mean, like sure, you're lying. But then again, like, well, I think he's lying. Now I do, at least with the further context. But yeah, like, looking at how, again, Twitterverses, and you're going on Twitter to find all these GoFundMes and like fundraising and shit. There's no way you didn't see the Carmelo shit. Like, that is definitely 100% cap now. Like, after like getting into the middle of this shit.
Bowblax then screenshots this Nick DeOrio tweet and says, "You're so parasocial and controlling over the type of content I decide to make on my own YouTube channel. It's getting
Hey man, he trying to give you advice because it looks like that shit's not working.
Creepy, especially with how long you've been at it. We had our falling out 9 months ago. Why are you publicly asking me about my car and finances? Stop obsessing. You're not allowed to share your opinion in your own YouTube videos because Nicholas DeOrio said so? How is sharing my opinions a critique? So the opinions aren't shitty, just the fact that I shared opinions at all is the shitty part? Sounds
Yeah. Yes.
like he's on an ego trip right now. In Cole replies, didn't
exactly.
you like triple down on him having an alt account unprompted that
Yep, the whole comment cop shit.
obviously wasn't his? If you thought his comments had no merit, you wouldn't entertain it. And Mike replies to Bowblax, honestly, as a viewer of the channel, I think you should just embrace making commentary style videos and even brand them as such, because I agree that it was more of a commentary style video than a Twitterverses. But
yeah, because the whole point of the Twitterverse is just to be reading the tweets, but if you only showed like 2 seconds of tweets, then this is not a Twitterverse. So yeah, fix it up. But I guess that's why he changed the title though now, so.
that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. And Bobby replies, Twitterverses can be commentary style. There's been many of them. Twitterverses can also come in other different forms depending on the topic. Recently, I've been experimenting with it, but it's not super different to the point of being a different series entirely, in my opinion. Dickers replies to Bowblax by saying, why ask him why you might be mocked if you don't want to hear the response?
That's an exact good question. It's like you're responding to him. What do you expect him not to respond back again? Like, this is the shit I be talking about, bro. It makes no fucking sense. This is the same shit that's going on within, like, you know, whole Ethan versus Hassan John. It's like, yo, the heads on that side are saying that, like, oh yeah, Ethan's harassing them and they're not doing shit, yada yada, all that type of John. When obviously we truly know who's the one harassing for real. But like, at the very worst, like I said, I'm taking is that Ethan, and then Hassan and Hassan's orbit or whatever, they're harassing each other. There's no way it's just a one-sided John just from Ethan. That's dumb as fuck. Like, we're not sitting here doing that fucking plausible deniability bullshittery they love to pull, whatever, right? But this is more or less like on that type of tip where it's like, yo, Ethan is not trying to go after these motherfuckers, oh, fucking roast them or whatever, try to do all this shit. But these are the motherfuckers go out here saying fucking straight up misinformation, starting these harassment campaigns. It's like, what the fuck? They're the motherfuckers that keep this shit going on, keep the drama alive. Again, Denim's doing a fucking false retraction of her statement. Did not need to do that shit. Dumbass. She retracted it. That the only purpose for her doing that shit was to extend out this drama. Fucking Noah just made a video. Same exact shit. Like, I'm not... Bro, we not saying you're doing this shit. So yeah, it's like it's almost on like the same tip. Obviously, like Bowblax is not doing the shit that they're fucking doing or whatever. Like at least in that drama heftily or whatever. But like yeah, it's the factor of like if you don't want the fucking harassment or whatever, just ignore that shit. Don't respond to that shit. You're just gonna play into it more. What do you think niggas are gonna do? They're gonna keep saying shit to you.
It's not parasocial. It's just social. Slade replies to Bowblax by saying, "Dude, you did this to yourself."
You did.
Nick had, for the most part,
They did. I keep fucking it up. My bad.
Stopped talking about you until you made up that comment cop shit. You tried to smear him and it backfired, and the consequences of that decision is that now you get mauled every time he goes live.
Directly.
You made your bed, champ.
You fucking made your bed. Now you laying in that bitch. That's tough. I say that shit every time. You made your fucking bed. Now you're laying in that shit. That's tough. Like,
and Dixon replies to Bowblax, "You asked him?" And Bowblax replies, "I asked him why my video was shitty. When will you sell your Tesla has nothing to do with the video." And Dixon replies, "Nor the complaint you made above." Bowblax, "You would be so happy, man. You'd have a fully paid Switch 2 right now, my dude."
a fully paid Switch 2. It's like the only shit to look forward to.
If you'd just like, fuck it, never mind, I changed my mind mid-tweet.
I changed my mind mid-tweet is actually fucking hilarious. This is some shit I would actually do. I would type that part out, bro.
Gonna do. Nicholas DeOrio then screenshots this tweet and replies by saying, "Don't play Crybully now, Mr. Tipster Bully Stream. After the comments cop drama you started, I'm taking every opportunity to shit on you."
He said, "Hey man, if you gonna throw us niggas oops, we're dunking on you, nigga." That's tough. If you gonna be throwing the best oops I ever seen, you best be for sure I'm grand slamming that bitch. Like, what the fuck? Nah, bruh. Nick DeOrio on his ass.
He then attaches the follow-up tweet and continues his thread by saying, "I saw this super late, but I never declared Bowblax is prohibited to share his opinions in videos. I said that he should shut up and retweets because realistically, nobody respects him or anything he has to say."
Yeah, like I've been saying all time.
His channel was better as an archive for actual discussion. Smaggle replies, "He should unblock you so you can get him on stream today." And
Yeah, that would be a fucking horrible idea. Bowblax goes on fucking Nick DeOrio stream.
Nick says he blocks and unblocks to reply, like Keffels. Rob replies to Nick by saying, "People really should talk about what exactly those bully streams were more. Literally him high as shit, watching Tipster's streams, harassing him and sending people to harass him while laughing at him the whole time, and while looking like an addict slumped over. It was sad and pathetic."
I mean, well, look at him. Still to this day. Still sad and pathetic. Kinda. Has been for a while. Factor. But yeah, even still, like, obviously doing all this type of shit and then, like, going over to complain about this shit. Like, if you're a victim and heads are harassing you and they're being creepy and weird towards you, it's like, that hypocrisy slapping the shit out your jaw, huh? That one's really tough. I ain't gonna lie with you. Crybully shit.
Imagine Nick watching Bowblax's stream, clowning on him live, sending chat to make fun of him, having some of chat pretend to be real viewers to attack him later, and doing this every time he saw Bowblax streaming until he logged off, while being high. That's a bully stream.
Nah, that's called truthfully, like, real life being unemployed. I'm not gonna hold you, bruh. And again, mother's basement, bruh, no fucking job, all that shit, but I'm not about to be sitting here doing that shit, bro. Like, are you fucking stupid, bro? Niggas have bills to pay. I'ma keep saying it. We don't have time to be fucking going on nigga streams. Ha, nigga, you a bitch. Ha. Like, nigga, don't you have fucking videos to make, Bobby? Oh, wait, you didn't make them shits. That's really tough. And niggas be wondering why they're in the situations they're in.
Bowblax replies to Nick by screenshotting this that says the author has blocked you and captioning it by saying, "Bro spends all his time on Twitter but still doesn't know how blocking works." And Sergeant Big Cheeks,
I ain't gonna lie, bro is spending all his time on Twitter and it looks like it's working for him because he takes that shit on Twitter, makes videos, and actually profits from him. Bobby, how much are you profiting from the page now? It's an excellent question. It's a great question. Let's go ahead and really ask.
says, "I'm sorry, bro, but you really need to let this shit go."
Yeah, you're telling me.
What's it actually going to take for you to just move the fuck on from this dumbass drama?
Nothing. This is what basically ended this shit, so of course this is going to be prevalently on his mind. Like, damn, if I didn't fuck up and be a dumbass, yo, I could have really been in an even better position. That's tough.
Fucked up and continue to fuck up.
Directly.
And just refuse.
It's a pattern of behavior, and that's why I always keep stamping that in and talk about that all the time. It's people's patterns of behavior. If you don't show a change in your pattern of behavior that you're generally trying to improve and acknowledge that you made mistakes and shit like that, then you're not gonna move forward in any way. You're just gonna keep making those same mistakes. You have to acknowledge what you did and then obviously improve and go off from that. But Is that what Bobby did? No.
Refuse to stop being loud and proudly wrong. You two are obsessed with each other. Fuck. And
Low-key true. I ain't gonna lie.
Bowblax replies, many months have gone by without me mentioning him at all, but he did still keep uploading a bunch of videos and streams about me, and even some of them sharing my personal info. He won't stop talking
Personal info, which is what?
about me regardless of what I do or say.
But not that I want to know the personal info, but like what personal infos? Like what, your address and shit like that? Like, I do not think Nick DeOrio's fucking doxing you, nigga.
And Sergeant Big Cheeks replies, dude, you both tweet about each other on the regular, and it's been exclusively because you keep doing stupid shit and giving that smug tubby prick a reason to talk.
Giving that smug tubby prick a reason to talk. Yo, not too much on DeOrio. Yo, nah, bruh. The fucking, what did Hassan say? Oh, yeah, fucking Nicholas, I eat Oreos. Yeah, that shit was corny as fuck. God damn it. Hassan, nigga, you'll never be funny. Well, actually you will, because we be laughing at your dumb ass. But yeah, no, that shit, you weren't cooking, nigga. Come on.
At the end of the day, this started because of your actions to begin with, man. And I don't even watch the fucker nearly as often anymore, but he for damn sure isn't making as many streams about you as you're claiming.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I'm catching up with Nick DeOrio deadass like every fucking day, bro, on my parasocial tip. Oh my god, Trilly's a parasocial nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Second monitor shit, you know I'll be. But shout out Nick DeOrio, like you're saying, dropping the good content. But yeah, I have not seen Nick DeOrio talk about fucking Bowblax in a minute. So what the hell is he on about?
The only thing I thought,
at least not prevalently, like maybe like bringing up as like a side convo in a segment, but like he's not making no whole streams about Bowblax. Are we fucking serious? Like,
was weird as fuck was them poking fun at the OF shit and whatnot. That's probably the lowest I'd seen them go so far. And Bowblax replies, and the stupid shit I did this time was, drumroll, upload a video to my YouTube channel. And Sergeant Big Cheek says, and what about before? What about the comment cop shit?
No, it never happened. What do you mean? No, we can't address this. We have to play plausible deniability.
What about propagating that they're the shittiest people because of the fact Internet Versus was stolen from you, despite the fact at the time?
How the fuck is Internet Versus stolen from a nigga? Like, yo, Connor seeing the concept of the shit. Bowblax, nigga, you're not posting? Alright, nigga, time for me to take up the mantle. Time for me to take up the position, nigga. I got it, bro. I lead now. The fuck? Like, bro, how the fuck did that shit get stolen from you? Nigga, you were Twitter Versus, bro. I don't understand. He's using the whole internet, whether it be Reddit, Discords, Twitter, all this. Bro, Bowblax, you need to stop fucking coping and seething. Like, this shit is actually insane right now.
All I'd watch from you were your Mayo Monkey streams. And I'm saying this all as someone who's kind of butthurt about how everything's gone down. Literally the only thing I could say is that y'all both need to reach out and talk shit over something.
Yeah, Nick is never doing that shit.
It's insane that both of you have been at this shit for so long. Squash the beef.
It's never happening.
And Bobby refused to respond to that last tweet, so I guess we'll never know how he feels.
Of course.
Shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives, Kiko and Southside. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you all in the next episode.
You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, like I said in the beginning, man. Shout out to guy putting in the work. The actual one who's better. Connor on Internet Versus. You feel me? Straight love right there, no cap. We got Internet Versus Bowblax and Nicholas DeOrio. If you want to watch the original video, down in the description, first link to give your own opinions and get extra and share the love. But again, Connor from Internet Versus. We got final opinions and conjecture. Yeah, Bobby. What the fuck? Bobby, what are we doing? We have to sit there and again, like I was just coming off of saying, we have to sit there and acknowledge, yeah, you've been doing some crazy shit off the past couple of Johns, yo. Like, it has not been looking good. And the factor of you, again, getting into these different Johns, whether whatever it be over, Brian, even gonna lie, because it'd be over a bunch of different stuff, obviously. Nick DeOrio, Bowblax, all Gear FC heads used to be doing John back in the day, so obviously they got history. But yo, within all the Johns going on right now, and then Bobby putting out like the fucking false misinformation that and Nick DeOrio's had like a burner doing the comment cop shit, and then out here posting these fucking vids being hypocritical on this shit because he didn't include one of the most I guess you could say prevalent fundraisers in it, John, or at least he concluded one out of two, but not the other one. It's just all around not really looking good for Bobby. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, in terms of the content obviously not up to par as it used to be, and or not even coming out as frequent, because again, like, yo, if it was, we would have never been in this situation, because Bobby would have just been posting. But again, like the one tweet in this John was saying, yo, Bobby made his bed, and now he's about to catch some Z's in that motherfucker. That's tough. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, yo, if Bobby posts more vids, stay more consistent with it, John. They prosper, yo. Bobby prospers. But other than that, yeah, might wanna fix this shit up expeditiously. Tough. Again, shout out Connor Internet Versus, and I'm finna catch y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.